Welcome to Sports Talk with L-Beasley. You see who's back in the building? Montezz Allen is back in the building. Y'all know who this guy is. He was on my fifth episode? On my fifth episode, we talked about so many different things. We talked about Brandon Roy. We talked about the Eastern and Western Conference Finals. We talked about so much. So he's back again, and he's going to give you some opinions. We about to talk Boston and Heat. We're going to talk about Game 6. We're going to talk about our predictions for Game 7. We talking a little bit of free agency. We're going to talk about the big three in Miami. If they lose Game 7, should they disband? What should they do? We got so much to talk about. It's just so many topics. But first, I want to discuss Game 6, man. I want to discuss Game 6. Now, you know, obviously, LeBron James was the guy. I mean, 45 points. 15 rebounds, 5 assists, only 4 turnovers. I mean, this dude, what was your thoughts on it? I put my thoughts on my last segment. What were your thoughts?
That's what LeBron should do all the time. I mean, flat out. I've been waiting his whole career for him to put up numbers like this and be aggressive like that in the crunch time when it counts. Now, I wouldn't really qualify that as clutch.
It's not.
It's not clutch.
It's not. Let us say it. It's different forms of clutch.
Yeah,
okay.
It is different.
And people get at me like, Lauren, no, it's not. Yes, it is. There are different forms of clutch. There is clutch when your series is almost over and it's something like Game 6. There is clutch when it's only 5 seconds on the clock and you got the ball. What are you gonna do with the jump shot? I can break down different versions of clutch. He has one. He doesn't have 5 seconds yet. He's still passing it or he's missing the shot. He doesn't have that yet. So he's not completely clutch. Okay.
He's not. I mean, he's not completely. To me, in my opinion, Game 7, if he did the same thing, that's clutch. That's probably the most pressure he's going to have on. But at the same time, great performance. I've been waiting for him to play like this. You could see it in his face. He had the Black Mamba face. He had Kobe Bryant's killer instinct yesterday, and that's, to me, that's big for me to say that because he's normally not like that. And shout out to the book he's reading. I mean, maybe
Hunger Games. Listen, Hunger Games is reading. I don't know. Twilight.
No, he read a couple chapters before the game. Shout out to that. But he wasn't smiling. He wasn't yapping his mouth. He came out there from the first possession and took care of business to the last possession. I mean,
but why can't we get this? I mean, I've been getting flack for my last episode because I just said that same thing. I've been waiting for this for his entire career. I've been waiting for LeBron to play like this, to do this. And like I said, I don't want this to be a one-game thing. And I'm not saying the 45 points. That's what I think people are getting confused with. I keep hearing, well, Lauren, he's been doing that. Did you see the 30 points? We're not talking about the points. You can score 10 points and be that guy still. That does not matter. What we're saying is, like he said, that focus, that intensity, that just, like I said, not talking to the crowd, not doing nothing, just is focused on the game. I mean, he made it look so easy yesterday. And part of it is just you being in the zone. But I mean, when I saw it, I was just like, isn't this what you supposed to have been done this? I mean, go ahead.
That's what separates him from Kobe, Michael Jordan, Magic. I mean, all these other players, they know how to maintain a killer instinct, flat out. I don't care if they're playing the Cleveland Cavaliers with Kyrie Irving out there. They understand that every single game, in order to be the best, you have to maintain a killer instinct, especially when you have the talent and the durability like LeBron James. I mean, if he can maintain that every single game, every single playoff series, that guy can become the best.
He will. There's no question he will be the best. And probably, like he just said, the greatest to play the game.
And I'm a huge Kobe fan. I don't think nobody is better than Kobe, but
he can be.
He can be if he continues to play like that. Now, my only knock on it is somebody else has to step up.
Yeah, somebody got to step up. I'm so sick of Dwayne Wade with this late start, man. Is he on it, man?
Now, it's been said that I was looking at ESPN First Take, and Stephen A. Smith said that Dwayne Wade's having a problem with his knees. You know, they need to get it drained one time, and maybe that's the reason why he's in pain.
Okay,
that's the reason why he's not performing.
Okay, well, let's get on. Okay, let's say it is Wade in his knee. What's the excuse for Shane Battier? Haslam's been okay, but these last couple games, no. But Chalmers, who else we got here? Mike Miller, James Jones barely gets playing time. But when he's out there, sometimes he makes an effort, sometimes he doesn't. I mean, let's be real. Nobody's, like we said, this was a LeBron James win.
It was
really?
a LeBron James show.
LeBron, no disrespect to the Miami Heat, but y'all lucky that Boston was hungover from getting drunk last night. Because to be honest with you, if one more player on Boston had stepped up, somebody on Miami would have had to step up. Because let's be real, after like LeBron went on his first rampage, I mean, I was pretty much like, yeah, I think this game might be over.
I mean, if you look at the stats, LeBron had 45, D-Wade had 17. Nobody else is in double figures.
Right.
And that's not going to get it done, especially in Game 7. Or especially, because I think they're going to beat Boston and go to Lane. If they play OKC, they will get swept if that continues to happen.
You cannot do that.
OKC is very physical. They have Serge Ibaka. They have Kendrick Perkins down there. That's not going to happen. Miami is small enough as it is. So my thing is he needs some type of help. And for all the people saying that LeBron James deserves all the flack for not winning or whatever, look, that guy needs help flat out. This year, I haven't seen LeBron James has proven me wrong this whole playoff series. I mean, this series and the whole playoffs period. He's been the most consistent Miami Heat the whole playoffs.
Except for them last couple seconds at the end. He's been
that's
great.
it. And LeBron is carrying this whole team. I don't care what nobody says. Dwayne Wade is not his team. It's not Dwayne Wade's team. It really shouldn't matter whose team it is.
It really shouldn't.
But it's not Dwayne Wade's team. And Dwayne Wade really admitted it.
But Dwayne Wade, my thing is with you, if it is you need to do what you got to do. Because like we said, Kobe has set the standard for these injuries. I don't give a crap if your leg is cut off, okay? People that play with injuries, you want to do the same thing. You want to have your knee drained before. Maybe you need to go do that. I don't want to hear the excuse later.
You go to Germany.
You heard Kobe invite him on their way there anyway. Why don't you go and take a quick flight yourself? Go get the knee. I'll drain your dang on knee. I ain't going to do nothing to it. I mean, come on, do what you got to do. I'm with you. LeBron, I'm not even a LeBron fan, but LeBron is doing this by himself. Now, like I said, it's still some things about him that I think he needs to still prove, but he is carrying his team once again. It ain't that funny, LeBron, how you went to Miami so you wouldn't have to do it by yourself. I was just appalled.
I'm appalled too, but at the same time, I saw a lot of good things in LeBron. Besides the killer instinct and his focus, he was in a post. LeBron James stayed in the post for the majority of the game.
They did. And when he did take jump shots, they were good jump shots.
So that was the second out-of-body experience I've seen LeBron James have. Of course, everybody knows what he did to our Detroit Pistons.
Don't bring that up, man. But I thought we said we weren't going to talk about emotional stuff on the show, man. It's going to give me crying, man.
We got to do it. And that's the second one I've seen him have. So if he could do that, and I don't think he's going to put up 45 points in Game 7, but if he could come close to, he's averaging around 32 and 12.
Yeah, he's averaging 29.5 this series. So that's.
It's going to take, in order for them to beat Boston in Game 7, it's going to be 3 people will have to score in double figures. I mean, Shane Betty had 8. Mario Chalmers had 9, and they hit good. They hit key shots too.
I mean, they did, but I mean, it can't. I mean, let's be real. Like we said, if Boston had played better, it is a good chance, even with LeBron James' incredible performance, that there is still a possibility they might have lost this game. Because, like we said, nobody stepped up on Boston except Rondo. KG was being aggressive, but his shot wasn't going. Paul Pierce, Lord have mercy, bring out the wheelchair for Paul Pierce. I don't know what's going on with him.
To me, Paul Pierce, the reason why he's been struggling this whole series, because he checks LeBron James. And that takes his toll. LeBron James, like I said, he's the most durable player in the NBA. He's to me probably the only player that can play every single minute of the game, can put up these type of numbers, barely get tired.
I don't know, he looked kind of tired at that press conference. I mean, I ain't never seen LeBron was just so mellow. Like, I think he's tired, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's the focus. I'm digging his whole demeanor.
I am. I mean, like I said, as much as I don't even care much for LeBron, but I've been waiting on this. And like I said, I don't want to see this for this series. I don't want to see it just for the finals. I want to see this for the rest of his career. This is what I've been waiting on. Like you said, we've only seen this twice. I want to see it for the end of time till he retires. And even then, I still want to just see it in anything he does after that. I want to see it. This is what makes players great. And I'm going to be happy to say, LeBron, you the best. Or the greatest. I don't have no problem with it. I ain't like Kobe 5 and 6 years ago. I got on the Kobe, around 06 when he learned to shut up and actually get that killer instinct. I'm waiting on you, LeBron. I'm trying to be on your side here. So all y'all saying I'm dissing him, I'm not, okay? So stop telling me that. All right, go ahead.
Look, great game. That's one of the greatest games of his career. And it's not clutch, but way to step up and take the load and carry your whole team. And I look for you to do the same thing in Game 7. Period. Flat out with no excuses. And his role players, And Dwayne Wade, if you're the so-called Batman of the team, he needs to step up, and they will not win Game 7. But I have them beating Boston in Miami.
I agree. Like I said, we agree. LeBron James, we're proud of you. You stepped up. Good job. We want to see it for the rest of your career. We want the rest of the Miami Heat to step up so they can get past Boston. And I think we're gonna come back. We're about to talk about Boston and Miami Heat Game 7.